got to get some help here for Hope because her roommate has been hooking up with a guy that she just met, and she's giving her the creeps, and she wanted us to do a background check on this guy. So, Hope, you're doing this under the philosophy that you're just trying to protect your roommate and you're not being nosy and not overstepping boundaries.
Absolutely. Yes, totally.
Okay, do tell.
Okay, so my roommate, Jessica, we've lived together for, a little while. And recently she started dating this guy. His name is Ryan. And from the first time I met him, your senses kind of like go up as in, not sure this is giving off the right vibe. But she likes him. They've been hanging out, and he's been staying at our apartment. So he's been around more and more. So I've been around him, more and more. And I don't know. He is super weird. He gives off a super weird vibe. The way that he looks at people, it's like he's sizing them up. Do you know what I mean? Like when you look at people, when you see somebody, I don't know. It's just giving me the weirdest, creepy vibes. And I don't know. I don't like it.
Like he's measuring your skin to make a suit?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like something like that. That's what it makes me feel like.
He's a skin tailor.
That's so disgusting. Anyway, so what kind of, I was giving him the benefit of the doubt, right? But what kind of set me off is more recently, things have been missing from my room, specifically money. Like, how when you come in, you've been out, maybe you have a couple dollars in your pocket from whatever, change from something. You just kind of throw it on your dresser in your room. Well, that has started disappearing from my room. And at first I just thought, maybe I didn't put it there. Maybe it's in the pocket of my pants. It'll come out in the wash, something like that. But then I had a larger amount of money. I had gotten some birthday money, and it was like, I don't know, $150. And I just put it on my dresser, thinking, I'll, whatever, put it in my wallet tomorrow. Well, then that went missing. And I turned my room upside down to try to find it. Went through all my laundry, my purses, went through everything, thinking, am I losing my mind here? And I couldn't find it anywhere. It was not in my car, nothing. And so I'm thinking, this is really creeping me out. This dude is now in our house when I am sleeping because he's sleeping over. And I don't know what he's doing while we're sleeping at night. I don't know. It's really freaking me out. And I just need some reassurance or some confirmation about what I'm thinking.
I got you.
Like, it's bad. It's not good. This is my living space. I should feel safe here, right?
Of course.
Yeah, I feel like we're playing a game of Clue here, though, because we're not exactly sure. It could be the roommate that is taking your money. You don't know that.
No.
How do you know? Has her financial situation changed at all? You just don't know. It could be this guy. But at the end of the day, at first I was reluctant to even do this because I thought you were just being nosy, but your safety's on the line.
Yeah.
I've been in roommate situations before, and I think it's different for guys. But they're strangers that all of a sudden are sort of moving in with you, and you don't know who they are or what they're capable of. So it could be a dangerous situation.
100%.
Lurks around, in our apartment building. I'll just see him in the common areas. Even when she's not home. Do you know what I mean? Even when she's not around, I'll see him. I don't know if he's waiting for her or I don't know what's going on.
Weird.
But that's, next level. What are you doing here? Your girlfriend's not home. Is he going to follow me up to the room? And I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah, I've been on both sides of this. I've been that selfish roommate that's brought people over and all of a sudden they unofficially have moved in and you haven't talked to your boys about it. And I've been on the other side of it also. You're like, who is this girl? And she's here all the time. She should be leaving when I leave, So I understand what your concern is for sure.
Yeah, the lurking and the money missing would definitely be enough for me to need some more information about this individual that's going to be in my personal space. So I understand it.
I mean, yeah, but it could also still be the roommate. I think it's an interesting point to raise because if she's dating this new guy, you know, they go out on all these dates and they find out dates are really expensive. Maybe she's looking for a little extra cash to be able to split the bill.
Because he clearly don't have a job. He just lurking around all day. She got to cover the bill.
His job is just side piece.
Hope, give us a second here. And when we come back, Tommy, our show director, reached out to his PI friend that did the background check, and we got answers for you, okay?
Awesome. Sounds good.
Hope, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, Tommy, you want to take it from here? Tommy is our show director, and he is the dude that knows the PI that did all this.
Yeah, the PI I work with is in Miami from years ago when I worked in radio there, and she's a good friend, so she's able to do background checks. Yes, Kristen?
I just want to ask Hope real quick before we delve into the background check. Have you had any conversations with your roommate about your suspicions at all?
Not about my suspicions, like as far as the money goes. I mean, I've made, little side comments to her, kind of like, why is he here all the time? Like, gosh, I mean, he's here again. Kind of probably passive aggressively, which is not great. But, just made little comments like that. But I have not said a word to her about how he creeps me out or the fact that money is missing. I haven't said anything at all.
What's your history with the roommate? I'm just curious. Like, how well did you know her before you guys moved in together?
Well, we met at work. We don't work together anymore, but we just kind of clicked. We were good friends. I mean, we've known each other for like 3 years. And so, I mean, I trust her, and we've never had any issues before. And so that's, what it makes me think it's not her, but this guy. But, I mean, we have a good relationship. I just, I don't want to mess that up by saying something. So I figured if I had some, like, evidence or proof or something, I could go in.
All right.
That,
Well, we got proof.
And I want to add one thing that I didn't use in the setup is that there's been money missing also from her room. So that's one of the chief reasons why she hit us up. So go ahead, Tom.
Let me say this. Out of all the times we've done background check, this is by far the most we've ever gotten on a person.
Ooh,
There is one word to describe this guy. He is
I'm really
shady.
scared.
All right, so a quick summary before we dive in. Ryan has no formal criminal convictions on record, but has been arrested on several occasions. Areas of concern include inconsistent employment history, multiple complaints from previous roommates, and suspicious behavior patterns, which I believe Hope kind of mentioned. So off of his full name, and we were able to get his birth date, we found the following. No criminal convictions, like I said, but arrests. The most recent in April 2021, arrested for disorderly conduct. Charges were dropped. June 2019, arrested for suspicion of petty theft. Insufficient evidence for prosecution.
Guilty!
September 2018, arrested for loitering, fined, and released. So we got the petty theft. Our money's been missing. We got the loitering. He kind of hangs out at the place when he's not supposed to be there.
But again, he was arrested. He was never convicted.
I'm just saying things are adding up. Legal complaints. Multiple minor complaints filed for suspicious behavior and minor thefts.
That's a big one. Minor thefts.
No formal charges. So the guy's good at what he does. He's not getting caught.
It's never any evidence.
No, he does get caught because he gets arrested.
The charges don't stick.
He's like Teflon. Can we call him Teflon Don?
Yeah, see?
Employment history. Current employment. No verifiable current employment.
Me and Abby figured that one out.
Well, why does he need to employ it? He's just like snatching 150 off her dresser.
That's his job. That's his full-time job.
Employment patterns. Consistent pattern of short-term employment indicating potential instability or reliability issues. Financial history in terms of liens and judgments. One small claims judgment for unpaid rent. October 2021, it was for $1,200. Previous residences. History of frequent moves. Typically staying no longer than 1 to 2 years at any given address.
So that's good news. He's not going to be there longer than 2 years.
Just wait it out, Hope.
He has a He has a limited social media presence, no
bet.
significant activity, which is unusual for his age and demographic. Associates known to associate with individuals who have minor legal issues, suggesting indirect involvement in questionable activities. Recommendations from our private investigator include: number 1, increased vigilance. Be more vigilant about personal belongings and secure any valuables.
Yeah, I hope it sucks that this is your place, but you can't be leaving money on the dresser anymore.
You need to.
I was going to say, secure any valuables. How about I just say, get the hell out?
That's what I was thinking.
Or at least,
So I need to put a padlock on my freaking door at night? I mean, when I leave the apartment? Holy crap.
Hope is mad.
I'd run by Staples
run out of
today.
She's hopeless.
Run by
know.
Staples today and get you one of those little safes.
I think she's handling this very well considering the circumstances.
Number 2 recommendation from our PI.
Why am I the one that has to do all the things? I mean, this dude is shady as hell.
Let it out, girl.
Yeah, hold on one second. We're not done.
There's more shades.
She doesn't want to hear the recommendation. She wants this guy out of her apartment. Seriously.
I love the voice disguiser. She sounds like an angry chipmunk.
Okay, so obviously you don't want to hear the recommendations because you're like, my recommendation is kicking this guy out.
Right.
So are you going to take this background check and give it to your roommate, Hope?
100%.
Yeah, okay.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, she needs to know also.
Doing this.
Yeah, she's dating this guy. She needs to know what she's dating also, yeah.
That was a hell of a rap sheet.
For her safety, too.
Yeah, why don't you get with Alvin and Theodore and figure out a plan?
I hope you got all the info. Do with it what you want. But yeah, dude, shady, okay?
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
All right.
Show.